PEAQ 2025 update. This £1 DePIN coin could explode. Could this be the year that PEAQ becomes the backbone of the real-world economy on the blockchain? As DePIN and the machine economy narratives gain steam, one project is making serious moves, not just in crypto, but in actual industry. That project is PEAQ. In this deep dive, we'll unpack PEAQ's technology, tokenomics, 2025 updates, real-world integrations, and whether this quiet powerhouse could 10x in the next bullrun. You're watching CryptoPulse, where we decode the future of crypto. Make sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more deep dives just like this. Before we dive in, here's the legal side of things. Crypto assets are high risk and not regulated in the UK. You could lose all the money you invest. There is no consumer protection. This content is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Invest smarter with CryptoPulse. We go deep to give you the edge. Don't miss out. Like, share, and subscribe now for essential crypto insights. PEAQ is a Layer 1 blockchain designed to power the economy of things, a world where connected machines, vehicles, and devices operate, earn, and transact autonomously. It's built on Substrate, the same framework as Polkadot, and optimized for real-world applications through decentralized physical infrastructure networks, or DePIN. The core idea behind PEAQ is to bring machines on-chain. Imagine Teslas, drones, EV chargers, scooters, and IoT devices that don't just connect to apps, but actually hold wallets, make decisions, earn revenue, and pay for services, all by themselves. That's not a theory. It's already happening on PEAQ. 2025 has been a breakout year. Not because of hype or marketing, but because of adoption. PEAQ's infrastructure is live across Europe and beyond. From charging stations to drone networks to logistics pilots, PEAQ is proving it can operate in the real world. DePIN has become one of the hottest narratives in crypto. And while projects like Helium and Render are gaining headlines, PEAQ is emerging as the foundational infrastructure layer. It's the operating system for launching decentralized machine networks of all kinds. Under the hood, PEAQ supports high-throughput, low-fee transactions. It's interoperable with Polkadot and Kusama and uses self-sovereign machine IDs to register, authenticate, and track activity on-chain without centralized oversight. In 2025, PEAQ expanded its partnership footprint. It deepened its work with DIMO, the Connected Vehicle DePIN network. It integrated with Gaia-X, the European Union's flagship digital sovereignty initiative. And it collaborated with Bosch, Fetch.ai, and Ocean Protocol to explore the intersection of AI, data markets, and industrial IoT. Today, over 15 decentralized machine applications are live or in development on PEAQ. These include EV charge sharing systems, micro-mobility platforms like e-scooter rentals, IoT marketplaces, and autonomous drone delivery networks. The use cases are no longer experimental. They're operational. Machines on PEAQ can earn income in multiple ways, from providing real-time data, to performing physical services, to acting as infrastructure points within the DePIN ecosystem. And all of it happens without human intervention. The PEAQ token is the fuel behind this machine economy. It's used to pay for gas, to stake for network security, to earn as a reward, to vote in governance, and to access various network services. It's a utility token with deeply embedded economic relevance. By mid-2025, PEAQ had rolled out dynamic inflation to incentivize early staking, launched long-term reward schemes, and passed a governance proposal to reduce emissions over the next 3 years. Of the 4.2 billion total token supply, around 800 million are currently circulating. PEAQ allows every connected machine to generate and manage a cryptographic identity, a self-sovereign ID. This enables devices to own wallets, interact with smart contracts, and verify actions, all without centralized cloud platforms. PEAQ's multi-chain expansion has accelerated. Bridges to Ethereum and Polkadot are live. DIMO and other DePINs are launching on PEAQ's L1 while offering rewards on Arbitrum and Base. The network is integrating where the value flows, rather than isolating itself. One standout real-world example. EV drivers in Germany can use PEAQ-powered charging stations that authenticate their vehicles and settle payments without needing a central app. It's a glimpse of the autonomous economy in motion. In Poland, logistics companies are piloting PEAQ-enabled drone delivery systems. Each drone has a wallet, records service completion on-chain, and receives payment directly in PEAQ. That's machine-to-machine commerce made real. PEAQ turns machines into micro-businesses. A car earns from ride-sharing. A drone earns from scans. A charger earns from its electricity resale. Instead of being capital costs, machines can now become revenue-generating assets. Enterprises are watching closely. While still in proof of concept phases, companies in automotive and logistics are exploring how to integrate PEAQ for decentralized access control, GDPR-compliant logging, and machine monetization. Compared to Helium's focus on wireless, Render's focus on GPUs, or DIMO's focus on vehicles, PEAQ offers a general-purpose infrastructure layer. It's like AWS for decentralized machines. Governance is becoming more active. PEAQ holders are voting on everything from funding DAPP grants to token vesting schedules to subnet upgrades. A truly decentralized evolution is underway. In 2025, PEAQ rolled out major developer tooling upgrades. New SDKs simplify how developers register machines, build reward logic, and launch dApps, making PEAQ more accessible to Web 2 and Web 3 devs alike. The network's growth is visible. Over 120,000 machines have registered identities. More than 300 machine-based apps are live or in stealth. Over 80,000 wallets have been created, and machine agents have executed more than 25 million on-chain transactions. Token unlocks are being handled responsibly. Despite allocations being released, most of the unlocked tokens are being staked, not sold. This shows investor and team alignment for long-term growth. AI is beginning to merge with PEAQ. Autonomous agents are managing machines, optimizing usage, and triggering transactions. This fusion of DePIN and AI may be the future, and PEAQ is already building toward it. Because PEAQ is integrated with Gaia-X, it's required to comply with some of the strictest data protection laws in the world. The protocol enables pseudonymous interactions, private audit logs, and selective data disclosures. PEAQ is one of the only DePIN platforms offering real yield from physical activity, energy transfers, machine services, and data exchange. These aren't emissions games or staking loops. They're tangible outputs. PEAQ's UX has drastically improved. A new staking dashboard, a cleaner DAPP Explorer, and a mobile wallet are now live. It's far more user-friendly for crypto newcomers and non-technical participants. The Ethereum ecosystem hasn't been ignored. PEAQ now supports EVM bridges, ERC20 interoperability, and tokenized rewards that flow across L2s like Arbitrum and Base. Strategic integrations with Bosch, Ocean Protocol, and Fetch.ai give PEAQ access to smart industrial devices, AI agents, and privacy-preserving machine learning. This positions PEAQ at the center of several high-impact verticals. Each machine on PEAQ can now act in multiple roles: validator, data provider, reward recipient, infrastructure host. That makes every device more economically useful, helping the network scale organically. PEAQ is expanding beyond Europe. In 2025, pilot programs were spotted in Poland, the UAE, India, and even UK academic testnets. Global interest in PEAQ's infrastructure is rising. Despite its advanced tech and growing usage, PEAQ is still trading under £1. For investors looking at undervalued infrastructure projects, this could be one of the most asymmetric bets in DePIN. Most influencers aren't talking about it, but analysts and funds focused on infrastructure plays are watching closely. They see PEAQ as a rare mix of working tech, real adoption, and massive total addressable market. PEAQ's community has matured. It's made up of developers, builders, researchers, and early believers, not hype-driven speculators. That strong base could be key to long-term growth. PEAQ's long-term vision is to power a world where every machine is a wallet, a service, and an economic agent, across cities, factories, homes, and skies. A true machine economy. PEAQ is not just another DePIN. It's the infrastructure layer that enables multiple DePINs to run in parallel, connect, and scale. Think AWS, but decentralized and machine-native. What could cause a breakout? Tier 1 exchange listings. Onboarding by a major automaker. Media coverage from a top crypto publication. Even a single breakout DAPP could shift the momentum instantly. PEAQ has real challenges. Regulatory hurdles. Real-world onboarding friction. Complexity in setting up subnets. Competition from other DePIN players. But the team is executing steadily. For long-term investors looking to own the base layer of machine adoption, PEAQ is a powerful contender. It's still early, still building, still cheap. The founding team, including Leonard Dorlochter and Till Wendler, are technical, focused, and execution-driven. That kind of leadership is rare in Web3, and it shows in the ecosystem's maturity. PEAQ is not chasing narratives. It's enabling them. The machine economy, real-world utility, AI agents, PEAQ is already building the rails. Smart cities are next. PEAQ's architecture makes it ideal for traffic systems, charging networks, data sensors, and real-time coordination. This could be the infrastructure powering tomorrow's urban infrastructure. The PEAQ token is more than gas. It's used for identity, access, validation, governance, and revenue flows. It's the lifeblood of an emerging economy. Machines will become microeconomies. Thousands of devices transacting, earning, and collaborating, with PEAQ as the settlement layer. PEAQ could also become a launchpad for tokenizing machine revenue into real-world assets. That would attract both DeFi and TradFi players looking for stable, yield-bearing exposure. Environmental benefits are real. Machine sharing reduces waste. Decentralized optimization cuts energy usage. This makes PEAQ ESG aligned, a growing concern in global markets. If you're ready to get involved, you can stake PEAQ, run a subnet, deploy a device, or just join the community and stay informed. The barrier to entry is getting lower every month. To truly break out, PEAQ needs Tier 1 listings, better mobile interfaces, more content exposure, and dApps that touch real users. But all of that is within reach. If PEAQ captures even 5 to 10% of the DePIN market and becomes a core machine infrastructure layer, a $3-5 billion market cap is well within reach. That's a 5 to 10x from today's prices. At under £1, PEAQ may be the most underrated coin in the machine economy narrative. If you believe in real-world utility on-chain, this one deserves your attention. This is more than a coin. It's infrastructure for a new kind of economy, autonomous, intelligent, and decentralized. PEAQ might just be the silent engine behind it. At CryptoPulse, we go deep so you can invest smarter. Stay ahead of the curve. Like, share with a fellow investor, and subscribe now for essential crypto analysis. We'll see you in the next video. Stay curious, stay objective, and stay ahead of the pulse.